Welcome to the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services public webinar on Florida's energy rebate programs. My name is Brooks Romanek, and I serve as the Director for the Office of Energy within the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, also known as FDACS. With me today is my Deputy Director, Tony Morgan. First off, we'd like to thank you for taking the time to participate in this public information session on Florida's upcoming energy rebate programs. In today's challenging economy, it's important that we provide opportunities for individuals and businesses to save on their energy costs. Florida's energy rebate programs will provide a unique opportunity to save money through increased energy efficiency. These programs are designed to provide financial incentives that can lead to real savings and improved efficiency for all. This webinar will provide information to assist us in the design, implementation, and launch of these programs. As we embark on developing and implementing these programs, we value your input. Your feedback is not just important, it's invaluable. You will have the opportunity to complete a survey, and your insights will play an important role in refining these initiatives to better meet your needs. So please take a moment to share your thoughts with us.
We'd like to begin by sharing a little about FDACS and the Office of Energy. Led by Commissioner Wilton Simpson, FDACS supports and promotes Florida agriculture, protects the environment, safeguards consumers, and ensures the safety and wholesomeness of food. Our programs and activities are varied and extensive, touching the lives and impacting the well-being of pretty much every Floridian.
Our responsibility within FDACS is to oversee the Office of Energy, which has been with the department since 2011. Our office is Florida's legislatively designated State Energy Policy and Program Development Office. By utilizing state and federal funds, we develop and manage energy efficiency, renewable energy, and energy education programs throughout the state.
Today's agenda is designed to provide you with a breakdown of the various aspects of this program that may be of interest to you. We'll begin with an overview of Florida's home energy rebate programs and then provide a high-level explanation of the program design and implementation. We'll wrap things up with the estimation of our timeline and next steps and conclude with an opportunity for you to provide your thoughts and input.
The purpose of today's public webinar is twofold. First, we would like to share with all stakeholders various information about the program and our initial plans for an efficient, smooth, and prompt implementation. But second, we truly value the feedback we receive to ensure we are building out a program that makes sense, provides for energy savings for Florida homeowners, and minimizes the risk of fraud, waste, and abuse. The feedback we receive from you, our stakeholders, will be aggregated and incorporated into Florida's program design and implementation. For this reason, ongoing engagement with you throughout the process will be a vital piece of the smooth rollout of our program. This is the first in a series of efforts to solicit community input on our proposed deployment plans.
While we are working to develop Florida's home energy rebate programs in a timely manner, we want to hear from you. We are looking to stakeholders for their feedback and input to help inform our decision-making and ensure the program meets Floridians' needs. Please take time to scan the QR code found at the end of this presentation to access our public input survey. This should take no more than 3 minutes and will remain open until July 1st. Our team is working hard to stand up this quality energy rebate program for Floridians. As a homeowner wanting to take advantage of these rebates, it will be your responsibility to ensure all requirements are being met and that you provide adequate documentation for energy measures you choose to implement within your home. We cannot guarantee the application of these rebates if the required steps are not taken. Additionally, we are still awaiting guidance from U.S. DOE on many aspects of the program and will convey these as we learn more.
The goal of Florida's home energy rebate program is to enhance energy savings for Floridians while accelerating the transition to more affordable, efficient, and resilient homes. The program will run until funding is exhausted or through September 30th, 2031, whichever occurs first. The state of Florida is slated to receive approximately $346 million to assist Floridians in reducing the cost of energy by improving the energy efficiency of their homes through qualified energy-efficient upgrades, retrofits, and high-efficiency appliances. Tony, are you ready to provide us with an overview of each of these program opportunities?
I certainly am. As Brooks mentioned, we are still in the process of designing the specifics of these programs and are awaiting guidance from the United States Department of Energy. However, I'll begin by sharing that these are two separate and distinct programs geared towards home energy efficiency. The first of the two is the Whole Home Efficiency Rebate, also known as HOMES. This is a performance-based rebate opportunity that requires a minimum energy savings. the rebate amounts for this program are somewhat lower than the next program we'll describe, so this program may work best in combination with other incentives. Eligible upgrades within the Homes program can include heat pump water heater, heat pump dryer, and weatherization. However, these upgrades must increase energy efficiency by at least 20%. The second rebate opportunity is the Home Efficiency Appliance and Electrification, or HERE rebate. This is often referred to as a point-of-sale rebate. The HERE program is income restricted, meaning it is only available to those at or below 150% Area Median Income, or AMI, which we'll discuss in more detail later in this presentation. For this rebate opportunity, only specific appliances and measures are eligible to include cooktop, range or oven, heat pump, clothes dryer, electric service load center, insulation and air sealing, ventilation, and electric wiring. Additionally, if one chooses to upgrade their heat pump, there is a requirement to include a contractor assessment. Please be aware that participants cannot use funds from both Homes and HERE for the same measure or upgrade. However, a single household can claim both rebates from different projects.
To provide more details on the Homes program, this rebate is for single and multifamily households. A single-family dwelling is a building that contains at least one, but not more than two dwelling units with independent mechanical systems, each having its own active electric meter. This would include manufactured homes built after 1976 and on a permanent foundation. For multifamily buildings, these are a single building containing at least two dwelling units used for residential purposes. Within this program, homeowners must demonstrate at least a 20% measured energy savings to be eligible for the rebates. Furthermore, the rebates are higher for households that are at less than 80% AMI, but the program is not limited to low or moderate income households. In addition, we'd like to address a frequently asked question. What if I completed an energy efficiency upgrade 6 months ago? Am I still eligible for a rebate? For the Homes program, there are opportunities for retroactive rebates for projects initiated on or after August 16, 2022. With this, there are specific requirements and documentation that will need to be provided, and we'll be outlining some of these forthcoming. For the HERE program, states are not authorized to offer retroactive rebates.
You may be asking, what is an energy efficiency upgrade? Quite simply, this would be a project that will reduce the energy use in a home or building. These upgrades can be any energy efficiency project that could result in a 20% savings. Examples might include the installation of a smart thermostat, installing more efficient heating or cooling equipment, or implementing weatherization measures that include adding insulation or air sealing to your home.
The second rebate program is the HERE program. This is an income-restricted point-of-sale program available to low and moderate-income residential households for installing high-efficiency appliances and equipment. These rebates are available to single-family, low and moderate-income property owners or renters, as well as multifamily properties. A limited energy audit is required for the installation of an electric heat pump for space heating or cooling. As stated earlier, this is an income-restricted program and cannot be used in conjunction with the Homes program.
This slide provides an overview of the rebated amounts for each of the potential energy efficiency upgrades within the HERE program with a total maximum rebate of $14,000. The identified qualified products must be Energy Star appliances.
As we mentioned earlier, both the Homes and HERE programs are separate rebate opportunities, and a homeowner may not combine them for the same single upgrade. Likewise, the rebates must not exceed the total cost of the project. Furthermore, while homeowners may take advantage of both of these programs, separate applications will be required and supporting documentation must be submitted for each program.
It's also important for homeowners to consider means for taking advantage of other savings opportunities. We encourage Floridians to combine the Florida Energy Rebates with other federal and state programs or incentives. For example, your local utility rebate programs or the State Weatherization Assistance Program. We are currently meeting with utilities and other partners to discuss the best ways to braid these programs. Keep in mind that while combining and stacking the funding is allowed, the total rebates cannot exceed the cost of the measure or the appliance. Again, we are awaiting further guidance from USDOE. Low or moderate income levels are determined through what is called Area Median Income, or AMI. This is calculated on an annual basis by the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, differs by state, and accounts for household income relative to the number of people in the household.
Also, part of the federal requirements for this funding requires that 40% of the benefits flow to disadvantaged communities, or DACs. DACs are determined by the U.S. DOE's Climate and Economic Justice Screening Tool, or CJST. CJST identifies census tracts to categorize these DACs. In addition, Florida must reserve 10% of this funding for low-income multifamily households. If you qualify for benefits under federal assistance programs, such as SNAP or weatherization, you will likely be eligible for either of the two Florida Energy Rebates programs.
Examples of low-income household limits are shown here. A three-person household living in Palatka, Florida, making less than $46,250 would be considered low income. Another example is a single person living in Tallahassee, Florida, making less than $48,150.
Now let's look at the home's rebate limitation. This slide illustrates the breakdown for those making less than 80% AMI, as well as those making 80% AMI and above, and the amount of rebates allowed for each. While this may be helpful information, please be aware that we are still in the planning stages of program development and, as such, have not finalized Florida's rebate limitations. We will be engaging with USDOE on some of the decision points and may modify limitations with approval from the federal government.
For the HOMES program, homeowners will have to document the measured savings achieved from upgrades made at their home. This means that they will need to provide 12 months of energy usage prior to the installation of the upgrades to their home, and then provide at least 9 months of energy usage data post-installation. The rebate amount issued to the homeowner is based on the percentage kilowatt-hour usage saved between pre-installation usage and post-installation usage.
We are sure many Floridians are eager to take full advantage of these rebate opportunities, and we are ambitious in our intentions to make them available as soon as possible. For this reason, we submitted an application for early administrative funds to the U.S. Department of Energy on March 22, 2024. These funds will support us in the extensive planning and decision-making process essential for mapping out our full application to USDOE and preparing for the full launch of the program. Our goal is to use the next few months for program development, and we aim to implement a soft launch of the program as soon as late 2024, with a full launch for Florida residents sometime in early 2025. Please keep in mind that these dates are contingent upon the action and approval from USDOE and may be subject to change.
We also intend to provide a Florida Energy Rebates program dashboard when the program is launched. The dashboard will allow for real-time information and maintain transparency. This will allow interested stakeholders to see how much funding remains available for the rebates throughout the program.
Our next steps involve gathering your feedback and using it to develop our program so that it best benefits the state of Florida. FDACS intends to procure a contractor to assist us in developing and implementing essential components of the programs, such as rebate processing, data collection, income verification, customer call center, and management system. All program timelines are contingent upon USDOE approvals and the release of the funding. We truly value your input and invite you to provide feedback through one of several means. You will find a QR code on the last slide of our presentation. As mentioned earlier, this should take no more than 3 minutes and will remain open until July 1st. As well, you may submit your questions, comments, and feedback to us via our email at flenergyrebates@fdacs.gov. Thank you so much for your interest in the Florida Energy Rebates program. We appreciate your time and look forward to receiving your input at your earliest convenience. We aim to make this a transparent and efficient process for everyone and appreciate your feedback to inform our decisions. Together, we can work towards a more efficient and cost-effective future for all Floridians.